Hi there, I'm Alice Karsavar, and today we're in great weather in Pacifica, and I'm going to show you what it's like to go through a fix and flip in the Bay Area. So there's properties like this all over the place, and maybe you've seen something and you're thinking to yourself, wow, that's a really good deal, maybe I should get it. So I'm going to show you what they might look like in the inside and things to watch out for. Now, one thing to know is that to do this, if you're ever going to go under contract for one, you want to make sure you've gotten quotes ahead of time if you're not experienced, and that you have someone who can actually do the work, who you trust and is reliable, which you might not know until you've used them. But the main reason I wanted to show something that needs a little bit of work first is because often I'll show clients really nice properties and they won't know it's nice because they haven't seen a variety of things. So here's a really extreme one, and then in the next video I'll show you one that's better maintained and newer. So I hope you enjoy this video. So first of all, we have a brick facade here, and some lenders in the Bay Area don't like to lend to brick because of earthquake reasoning. Chimneys tend to be okay. This might just be like the facade, but you want to ask your lender if this is okay with them before you move forward. You'll notice the siding needs some paint. Maybe it needs to be resided, and an inspector can let you know if there's mold or a termite pest report. Let's see. This garage door is older. It's probably just going to open up like that, so that might need to be redone. And then you'll also want to check the inspection report for the chimney and make sure that you can use the chimney. Something this old might need to have some repairs. There's one on my block that actually is getting completely redone, and that is pretty interesting to watch. I've not redone a chimney before. So the windows here too, this one's cracked. In San Francisco, a lot of homes have original windows because they're historic, and sometimes you can't even replace the window because it is historic. But if the house is like on a quiet street, like this street's really nice, quiet, then it might not matter, but you definitely would probably want to replace this with double pane. And you'll notice too here, that's pretty old, so a lot of rehab there. Again, you want a licensed contractor or inspector to give you advice. So now we have this door. This door needs to be replaced, and these locks were a little bit gnarly. Okay, I've not been in here. Let me put on a mask. So this floor is clearly old. Again, this is like a total remodel job here. Things like this, if you ever see a property that doesn't have appliances, a bank may not lend to it, or if it's too old like this, you might have to go in all cash or get a hard money lender. All this would probably have to be like a gut job. One thing that's important too, no matter new, old, whatever the age of your property, is the layout. It's expensive to change the layout. Like this wall may be a load-bearing wall. Maybe it's not. And then lights, like this probably has very old electricity. Can't imagine they would have fixed that. New siding is going to be needed. And then I check and see if the lights work. Wow, they actually work. And then I see if the water, like what the pressure is. Pressure can be adjusted, but in some houses it is, it could be a bigger issue. And a licensed professional can say more about that. But yeah, like this is definitely, there's like things going on. So things I'm looking for too, no matter the age of the property, is like cracks in the walls or the ceiling that can indicate like issues that are larger. And usually in the Bay Area, there will already be an inspection report. Another thing you want to make sure to do, just to be courteous, is make sure that you've turned off the lights when you're done and turned off the water. So you'll also check for hot water. Sometimes like the water might be off. Although for this, it's so old that you'd probably replace like everything. Let's see here. Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh. And then there's like cracks here. Like what is happening here? Oh my. So this is like a big sizable crack that I would want more information on. That's one of the bigger cracks I've seen. There's the lighting and the roof. So you'll want someone to inspect the attic as well. It's kind of cool. There's like children playing outside, unless you don't like children. Let's see if I can open this door. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. It looks dangerous and it looks totally shut in. What is this? Yeah, I'm not gonna try to open that door. I'm just gonna try to. And when you're trying to get the age of the water heater, usually you have to like reverse search and find the, there's like a number, and then you can reverse search and then get the year that way. I don't know why they don't always put the year on them. So yeah, that dude needs to be gutted and fixed. And then this doesn't look too awful. I would probably need a lot new there. Yeah, and you want new blinds. I'm not gonna give you a whole rundown. This would be like a 30-minute video, but this is the kind of property you'd want someone to give you quotes before you're like, I'm just gonna buy it. It's priced at like $729K. Value is 1.2 million. But I mean, it's gonna take a lot of work, and you wanna factor in the time to do it as well. I have done rehabs or kitchen remodels, and that is timely and it takes time, and it's kind of an emotional process. So like, yeah, you want to do something about this. I do like how it's not concrete, because my partner and I are breaking up concrete, and that's very expensive and a pain to do. Let's see this fence. Okay, so your backyard is a school, so that's, you'll see, I saw this on the map, but I wasn't entirely sure how it'd be impacted. So it is good too to come at like different times of the day, and then you can see, okay, like, is it noisy? Are you okay with that? Maybe it's great. Maybe you have a kid, or you're planning to sell to a family. And yeah, this is a great backyard. I actually love the backyard. You want to check to the tree and make sure like the roots aren't impacting foundation. This, I'd want to do something about the step situation. But to increase value of this property, you don't necessarily have to do much with this. A lot of stagers will like put a carpet over it, and it's kind of cool. You can like see the ocean from there. Like if you put a window or made it 2 stories, that'd be an incredible view. But yeah, this has got to be fixed, and I'm sure the roof too. You'll want to check the roof. I would assume everything on this needs to be fixed, so I'm not even going to touch it too much. So the other thing that you should do is walk around the neighborhood and make sure you're comfortable with it. Maybe it's a driving neighborhood, maybe it's a walking type place, and like seeing who your neighbors are. Is it quiet, loud, that sort of thing. And then I'm going to show you a little bit about the front yard and things I would do or look for. So as far as the front yard, what I would do here is I would probably put some mulch, maybe some plants or bushes. It's really nice that they have, I believe this tree, yeah, is on this property. I love trees. I mean, I mentioned a tree could like impact foundation, but I am like a big fan of trees. And one thing to watch out for too, depending on the county you're in, is the sidewalk. Some counties require that if there's a purchase, someone fixes the sidewalk if there's issues there. Making sure, like some people have dogs. If you have a dog, making sure that the fence connects so your dog can get to play around. That's if you're looking at a property that probably isn't in San Francisco and is in Oakland or East Bay or the Peninsula. What other things would I look for? I would think too, like if you don't dig the color of the house, I like really recommend to people ignore the color of the house and you can just visualize what you want to paint it. It does get expensive to paint the exterior of a house or just paint in general, but it is worth it, and do not let that sway you from viewing a property. The roof looks like shockingly good. I'm sure it's old and very dated, but sometimes you'll see moss on roofs and it's like not bad, it just needs to be fixed. And a roofer can tell you. What other things would I look for? Yeah, branches on roofs like that. You can see here needs to be clean, like checking for gutters and where the gutters go. So you can see here over the years, this is damaged. The siding, not a big deal. Like this is very common. I wouldn't call that a deal breaker. That's just like something that you want to fix because you want water to flow away from the house. That's all I can think of this second. But as more things come to me, I will make more videos. So yeah, thank you for watching. And if you like this, please subscribe or reach out to me if you have any questions or you want help analyzing a property or checking out or whatnot. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.